Sorry guys, we got cut off. I'm gonna be calling Bhavna again. I don't see her name. Okay, wait. Sorry guys. Just okay, found her.
I'm here.
Sorry, Bhavna. I don't know what happened.
I don't know either. It just suddenly I couldn't hear you at all. Yeah.
Okay, so please continue. You were saying about your fashion line. Your
We just felt like there was a lack in the market for an Indian brand, affordable brand, which the young girls can wear. So that's how the idea came up. One of my friends, Dolly, who's a partner in the brand, she comes from the export background. So that helped a lot. And Nandita is a designer. So the three of us came together. So Dolly started looking after the design and production, Nandi after design, me more after marketing and sales. And that's how we came together and did it. And just last year, we got investors into the brand, which is like an amazing thing for us. And now we've opened two stores, our own stores. Both are in Bombay and opening another one in Indore soon, and hoping to open stores all over India and maybe the world like Zara. Aspirational again.
so this is more for Western outfits, right?
Yeah, it's like jeans, t-shirts, sweatshirts. It's for men, women, girls, boys. Our t-shirts start at like rupees 699 and our jeans at 999. So it's a very, very affordable, fun, young brand. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So you must be having your own designers.
This career is here to stay. This fun of mine is like permanent.
No, so how? What's this? No, you must be having your designers to design all, all the outfits and all, right?
Yes, so we give a lot of input because we know what works in India and what kind of fashion, and especially we with me, I have two young girls who wear those kind of clothes, and then Dolly has two young boys, and Nandi's been a designer herself. So yeah, there's a lot of input, but we have a design office in Spain now because that's where our investors are from, and our production is done in Dhaka and in India, and we're selling out of India, and it's going to start our website really soon. Actually, it's already up and running, but we need to promote it more.
Okay, good, good. So now you're doing all this. How? I mean, how did you agree to be in the cast of, you know, the Fabulous Lives of Bollywood Wives? I mean, no, no. I presuming you don't have an acting background.
Not at all. I am the worst actor you can meet ever. I've not even tried because I know how bad I am.
So how did you agree?
So this came to us like a year and a half back, and I was like, no way, this is something I'm not going to do. Going to, I'm not going to put. First, I thought it was a joke, honestly. When Karan told us about this concept and he told us about this whole thing, I thought he was joking and it's never going to happen. So I was like, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Sounds fun. But Karan was serious. We didn't realize, and it actually came through. And when he was serious, that's when I started getting palpitations. I was like, oh my God, this, am I ready to put myself out there for judgment at this age and stage in my life when, I'm doing stuff and things are going well, and already got two actors in the house. So I don't think I need to jump the bandwagon. But I spoke to my family. I spoke to Chunky. I spoke to Ananya Raisa. I spoke to my parents, my sisters. Everyone seemed like so excited with the idea. And then, of course, the four of us, we've known each other forever. We've been friends for like almost 25 years since I've been married. We discussed it with each other and we were like, why not? Let's just do it. So Seema was like most excited and totally like, let's go for it. Neelam was like, no, not at all. Mahip and I were in between. We were like little undecided, but I think we came together, we spoke a lot. And then we also knew that, it was going to be Dharmatics producing it. The channel is Netflix. We knew we'd be presented really well. So, all those things kind of took the apprehensions away. And the family support was the main thing. Once they were like, listen, do it. We are with you. I was like, okay, fine, go for it.
And what about the dialogues? How did you manage with that,
So there were no dialogues. If there were dialogues, I would have failed miserably because I cannot mug up or learn lines to save my life. That's why I think I went to the accounts. I did BCom honors because that is something I learning lines. It was like very, very actually easy. They would start the camera. They would just tell us like nothing was scripted. Honestly, whatever people might say, I can tell you 1 billion% that nothing was scripted. Whatever you saw was very organic, very natural. It was like they just tell us, okay, today we're going to a restaurant and four of you are going to meet for lunch. That's all we would know. Then we'd go and, first 5-7 minutes, you're a little conscious and you know there's a camera on you. So you like thinking what to say and planning things. But then after 10 minutes, you forget. And then you just go into your natural flow of conversation. I would say the editors have done an incredible job because they picked up the right scenes, the right things, and brought it all together. We had shot a lot more. They just picked out what they felt would work and put it together.
Okay. So did you get any offers after this? I mean, after your...
No. I mean, I'm getting fun stuff, like stuff to do on Instagram, some brand posts and some brand videos and things like that, but not offers, because I think I've been very clear in terms of my interviews or whenever I've expressed myself that is not something I'm looking for at all. No. I've got my brand happening. I've got my kids. I've got my lots of things happening. And I think with this Fabulous Lives, hopefully if it goes into season 2, there really won't be time or inclination to do anything else.
That's true.
Yeah.
And what were your expectations for the show and what was the reality of the outcome?
So in terms of expectations, I mean, I knew this is something people would enjoy, people would like, because it's something so new. And especially I feel people who live outside of India, because and who have a lot of like Bollywood craze or who love watching Hindi movies, because they're so far away from home that they, in some way of reality connect would be interesting for them. So I always knew that people would definitely watch it. A lot of people would, but I thought more like, my age group, or maybe a little older, like my mother's friends, and, that kind of age group would like it. Somehow I thought that. But the show has gone way, way, way over our expectations. I mean, we're just amazed with the amount of people who watched it. It's like insane. Never thought that it'll go this big and this far. And especially all age groups have enjoyed it, which is nice. Like I've got like Ananya and Raisa's friends who are in university, including boys who have actually enjoyed it. Yeah. So it is like surpassed every expectation of mine, definitely. And of course, it's come with its negative and positive. That I won't say. Like a lot of people loved it, a lot of people didn't like it, a lot of people thought it was fake, a lot of people thought it was scripted. All that is there. But the main thing is that everyone watched it. That was nice. Yeah.
But what about the criticisms? How were you able to face that?
Honestly,
you were just bothered?
No. When I did the show and when I was doing the show, I was very worried about the criticism. I thought, oh my God, how am I going to be able to handle it? And how am I going to be able to take the criticism? But actually, I realized that once the show came out, it is not really, and I read all the reviews, I was reading comments, I was reading everything. It's not like I chose to ignore. I saw everything, but I realized that the love and the positivity was way more than the negativity. So it kind of gets lost, and then there's so much love out there and so many people have actually said how much they love the show. So the negative part is so little that it doesn't matter beyond a point. And also the four of us are together in this. So we are taking the hit also together, the love also together. So it's fine. Don't feel alone going through this at all.
What is the best thing you liked most about the show? What did you like most about the show? Sorry.
I think the best thing for me for the show was that I got to work with my friends. So I had a great time. Every time it was like a mini party. We have a group chat, four of us, and we would discuss with each other, like, what are we wearing? And Mahip and I would, in most scenes, we even had a glass of wine, and we actually had a lot of fun while shooting. Yeah. So there's no...
the least?
Sorry?
No, go ahead.
There's no favorite as such, but for me, like the Doha trip was, of course, very special because the four of us got to go on a trip after a long time together. Gauri's party was very special because it took us down memory lane and a lot of like, old things. Shahrukh, especially his conversation with us, took us back to, our friendship and things like that. And of course, one of my favorite scenes is also with Chunky with Ananya's Filmfare, because he is not a very sensitive and emotional person. And somehow in that scene, he came out with it. So, which was a little surprising to me as well. He tried to joke, but the emotional side of the father came out too.
And what was the least you didn't like about the show? What did you least like about it?
Honestly, really not even trying to make it up. There's nothing that I didn't really like about the show. No, we had a lot of fun. There was nothing like, oh my God. Okay, maybe just sitting for like 2 hours for, not 2 hours, maybe 1.5 hours for hair and makeup is a little something I'm not really used to. That used to bother me, but then we got used to that also. I think season 2, I'm going to put lesser makeup. So the time.
Oh, there's a season 2 already?
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Just hoping it happens.
Oh my God, we're all looking forward.
So are we, waiting for Netflix to give the go ahead. If it happens, it'll be great.
Yeah.
Learned so much the season 1, that I think season 2 can only be better.
It will, for sure.
Yeah.
And then what were your experiences in the show that gave you that, touch of enlightenment that, what did you learn from the whole process of the series, whether from shooting, dialogues, or makeup, etc.? What was it?
See, honestly, for us, the shoot was quite easy because we were working with friends. But what made me realize is like there's a lot of hard work, that goes in, to make something, to create something. See, even me, even though I come from a family where I've got 2 actors in the house, I'm still an audience. It's very easy for us to just go and see something and, dismiss it or say yay or great, which is fine. We pay for the tickets. We have a right to say that. But there's so much hard work and there's so much so much love and so much of passion that goes into it. That is something I learned while doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So approximately one scene would take how many minutes?
So the scenes were like it till they got their stuff. So if, like, for example, we shot that scene of Chunky and me right in the beginning, we're sitting on the sofa and chatting. I think they rolled the camera for about 45 minutes to an hour. And once the director felt he knew he had got the scene, I mean, the camera was just rolling and we were chatting. And then maybe when the director felt that, yeah, I've got my 2 lines or 3 lines that I'm going to eventually use in the show, then it was like, cut, okay, done. Yeah, so it used to be like that.
Quite long, yeah. Okay, you're into fashion, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, you must be like you're well learned in that industry. Did you feel a little odd wearing, somebody else styling you in the series? I mean, the series. I mean, you had to wear other people's thoughts. You get me? It wasn't yours. So were you a little uncomfortable with that?
No, absolutely not. Not at all. Because see, first of all, my own brand is a very high street casual brand. And the scenes require different looks. And we had a stylist on board. And Sanjay, he was styling. Me and Neil were being styled by Sanjay. And we would discuss a lot. He would bring options. And then, we would discuss what I would be comfortable in, what I would wear. So it was eventually what I would be comfortable in. So it wasn't like he would just bring things and I had to wear what he was giving. So no, not at all. There was a lot of discussion and it was done what we were comfortable with.
Okay. And what about with hairstyles? I mean, you had a say on it, or?
Of course, we had a say in everything: hair, makeup, styling, everything completely. And in fact, one feedback I got for the show was that my hair was too light and it wasn't looking the best. So in season 2, if it happens, you will see darker hair. See, this all turn. Yeah.
That's nice. So this series is all about the 4 of you. What do you think kept your relationship glued over for the 4 of you? Your relationship glued over the past 25 years?
I think just being yourself, being real, uh, not faking it with each other. If we are angry, expressing that. If we are sad, expressing that. If we are loving, we're expressing that. And we all had our children at the same time, at least the three of us. And, Neelam had a daughter much later. We all got married around the same time. Uh, all three of us came from completely non-film backgrounds, all three of us. And we kind of vibed and got together at that time. And then we've gone through all our ups and downs and our fights and our making up and dealing with our children, dealing with our husbands, dealing with our work, frustrations in each field and coming out of it has been together so much together all these years. So that is what is the bond.
Okay.
And
So,
when you never like really losing touch, I mean, you make that effort. Fights happen and you do get angry with each other and you're not going to love everything about each other. So what is important is to forget that and forgive that and move on and still be together. You can't hold it for life and lose out on people.
correct.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give women on a long-lasting friendship?
I would say that, there are ups and downs in a friendship. And they say that, in fact, you've chosen your friends, right? You have actually literally picked and chosen your friends. So don't give up on a relationship just because something went wrong or there was a fight or something hurt you. I mean, clear it up, and that is very, don't let a relationship go away just because of a misunderstanding. And be there for each other, support each other's work, and support each other in whatever way you can. And be there for each other emotionally. That's very important.
Yeah, true.
And everyone is different. Four people are not the same. Even if you see in the show, each one of us has such a different personality that you would think that how are these girls even friends? But one brings their quirks and their positives and their negatives, and we all have to, be okay with each other's good and the bad.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed you were one of the more quiet ones. Yeah.
I'm actually not quiet. I'm not really quiet. I mean, you can see I'm speaking a lot, but maybe those are the scenes the editor liked and put it there. I had the argument with Seema,
Yeah,
and
I know. I saw that. Was
consider,
that for real?
yes, totally. Considering I'm the quiet one and the diplomatic one and the one sitting
Yeah.
on the fence, I'm the one who had the argument. So not at all. It's all depends on a situation, mood.
Huh.
Usually, I'm not much of a confrontational person. I don't like to do it. So yeah, that did come out. I'd rather like try and not fight
Okay.
if I can.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. Just wanted to ask about Ananya, and of course, she's already in your. She knows the industry because of her dad. She must be understanding it, and she's doing quite well now. What are your thoughts about this?
All I can say is I'm extremely proud of her as a mom. She joined the industry at a very young age, only 18. And yes, her dad has been a part of the industry, but she wasn't really a part of the industry. I mean, we have friends who are from the industry and their children are her friends. But she also had a completely different set of friends growing up in school who are her best friends. And we were not really, as I told you, that Chunky was, for a lot of years, he didn't even have too much work. So it's not like all of us would be on his sets all the time or, traveling with him for work and things like that. So yes, she was a part of the industry being his daughter, but also not a part of the industry for a lot of reasons. She joined the movies she was leaving for college and got this opportunity. And but this is something she always wanted to do. So she went for it. What I like about her is she's extremely focused. She is very hardworking. She doesn't take it for granted. And she's striving every day to get better. So that is what I love about her. And that is what makes me extremely proud of her. I'm very, very proud of her as a mom.
Have you noticed some changes in her after she's become active in the industry? I mean, previously she was just a teenager, inside your house and like the usual teenager walking around. going
Yeah.
to school, but now she's coming home as a celebrity.
No, no, no. At home, there is nothing like that. Nobody's a celebrity. At home, I'm the celebrity. I'm kidding. It's like at home, the atmosphere is very same. There is no difference in for any of us, like whether the show of mine is released or Nanya being in the movies or Chunky being in the movies. The home atmosphere is very, very what it always was and is and will always remain. But yes, of course, there are earlier she was like a young teenager, lazing, studying, and doing things like that. Now she works much harder, and there are times she's waking up really early and coming back late. So we consider all those things and are nicer to her at those times. But and everyone's very encouraging towards her and all. But if you ask about attitude changing and things, no, it's the same. Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
That's nice. And how was Ananya able to face her haters, and what role did you play on this part?
So, see, Ananya is a lot like her father in this case. She's pretty thick-skinned like that, and I think she, because of him, realized at earlier on that you will always get good and bad. You can't only get the good. And this profession gives you so much adulation, popularity, fame, money, so many things that negative comments or hate coming your way is a very small price you have to pay for it. And that is Chunky has explained to her right from the beginning, and she handles it really, really well. In fact, I was the one who used to get more affected when I used to read anything about her. And she would be like, Mom, it's okay, I mean, there's like 5 people writing that. How is it bothering you? It would be like that. And also, she started that whole so positive thing, which makes me again very proud of her because she's because she was only 18 when she started, 18, 19, and she looked around and a lot of her peers, her friends, my younger daughter, Raisa, her friends, she realized that there's a lot of cyber kind of bullying that happens or online hatred that happens. Young kids, they put themselves out there, they get like a lot of unnecessary comments. So she started this whole so positive thing, also keeping that in mind that you should not let the haters get to you, or because these are nameless, faceless people hiding behind computer screens. And if you really have the guts, show your face, do something, and then do it. To just sit behind a screen, comment unnecessarily on your body or on your things is like it just shows how frustrated and bella you are. Do this. Instead of achieving something in your life, you're pulling other people down. So, yeah, it just goes to show that.
Okay, that's nice to hear. And of course, I'm sure you must have answered this already. As a mother, what kind of a positive support have you planted on Ananya? I mean, you encouraged her to be an actress.
Of course, we encouraged her to be whatever she wanted to be. And whether it was an actor or whatever in life, of course, she wanted to be an actor. And Chunky's had such a wonderful journey in his, even though he's had his ups and downs, but he says, if I have to go back and change anything, I would not change anything. So if he's had such a wonderful time in this industry and got so much from the industry, and if his daughter wants to join it, he'll 100% encourage it. And of course, I came with a lot of encouragement, worry, this, that, but I mean, we are there to support her in whatever she does.
Okay, does her dad? Sorry.
Sorry, what were you saying? No, no, no.
No, continue. I'm sorry. I thought you were done. Yeah.
No, no, I'm done. It's okay. I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does your dad give her acting tips, or like give her that critique? Okay, this scene you did was I think you need to work on it, or something like that.
A couple of times he's just told her about voice modulation and stuff. But even Chunky understands that the whole way of working, the way of acting is so different today. Everything used to be more over the top, the back, and now it's like more natural and more going with the flow, more like the way you'd speak. So he even understands that, and so he feels like it's her journey, and she has to learn with her mistakes, and she learn, as she goes along in this. But yes, I mean, if he may just tell her, this was good, or he feels like she has a good comic timing and she should explore more comedies. He feels like she has it in her. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe she gets a comic side.
Chunky was also more in comedy movies, right?
It kind of happened naturally, but he started as a mainstream hero, like his Tezab and Aagi Aag and all these films were like, this angry young man. And that was, I think, even the kind of films that were being made at that time. Then, of course,
Okay.
Aake happened, and because Aake was such a huge hit, and it was, it showed his flair for comedy that he started getting a lot of comic roles after that. And now, of course, Akhri Pasta in the Houseful series.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And this pandemic, are the father-daughter going for shootings?
Yes, obviously, when there was a strict lockdown, nobody could shoot, but they've started shooting since October now. I mean, following all the health and safety rules. Ananya is almost done with her next film, which is with Shakun Batra, where she's with Deepika and Siddhant. She's almost finished that. They shot it like post-pandemic, not post-pandemic, but during like this time. Chunky is shooting a web series, a very, very interesting web series, which they are going to announce soon. And yeah, they're both back to work.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. And now with the pandemic, what was your reaction with regards to the pandemic and lockdowns? Has it changed your mindset, your way of thinking?
Yeah, I think one very important thing I realized is that, I used to be the kind of person who was extremely social and always had this fear of missing out, that FOMO, you call it, being
Mm-hmm.
out with people, being there. With the pandemic, I realized that I was quite happy with myself also. I'm satisfied just being home with my loved ones. That was an important learning. Important learning has also been for me that you don't need too much in life. I mean, you have your basics and your family and health. Like health suddenly makes you realize that how important health is, like which we know running for things. And those kind of little realizations every day, which are also that don't take things for granted. I mean, there's so many times I remember people would make a plan, be like, hey, tomorrow, hey, day after, whatever, but it's like you got to do it now. A lot of things, it's taught a lot. I said it's taught a lot in many different ways.
But weren't you what word is weren't you a little upset because, like, of course the shops won't be open for a while, and then you're at home and you're like probably wondering what to do, or you found another passion in the meantime till this thing gets
You
over?
it I don't think it was like one of small things that a shop is shutting down or clothes are not available. I don't know, it's too big a thing. It was like everything was shut down. And it was just I mean, of course it is upsetting and you're like, oh my God, how did this just happen? But it's happening to the world and it's happening to people on so many different levels that suddenly you start feeling grateful for the things you have instead of like, complaining about things that are not happening. Genuinely, it was like more like I have a house, I have food, I have my family, I have my health. All that is suddenly all that becomes like the most important thing at that moment. And you start thanking God for that rather than complaining about what is not open or when it's, of course, it's disturbing and you want things to become fine. And today, thank God, we are moving towards that. I know that still in certain countries and certain places, it's really bad, but people are striving and trying hard to come together and make it fine. So hopefully it should get fine. I mean, and obviously there's always hope that next month will be fine. And next month, you think it's a short period, it just kept getting extended. That's what happened.
Yeah,
Like, I kept thinking now, but it just, I know, I mean, we're going to be a year now. I can't even imagine it's been a year,
it's
actually.
another year more.
See, now, again, when you're telling me that, I am hoping it's not. I'm hoping that in 3-4 months, it will be fine.
No, I interviewed an astrologer last Sunday,
Okay.
and he was yeah, he had these predictions. It was quite accurate. Let's see.
Oh my God. For once, I don't want astrologers and I hope he's wrong.
No. It's okay. It's like it's probably if you look at history, they always say history repeats itself. So the Spanish flu took 2 years to disappear. Not disappear, like just lower down. and it's the same thing. It's gonna take 2 years, so probably end of this year.
Oh my,
Maybe it will just get a little better later, mid this year, of course, after the vaccines. But yeah,
okay.
just have to bear with it.
My very silly friends. One is this guy. He's here, Arvind Dubash, who's insisting I say hi to him. Hi, Arvind. How are you? It's going on. Hi, hi, hi.
You can say hi to your other friends. I see a lot of them.
I've not really read. What's ip? No, Arvind, it's what's up.
Oh, that's
I've
funny.
given action he wanted one.
Oh my God. Maybe viewers, if you have any questions, just post it in the meantime till I ask my,
Like read.
until I ask.
There's Annie's love from Kolkata. Ananya Pandey.fashion is saying love from Indonesia, ma'am. Arvind Dubash is saying again, you are something. Somebody's saying asking me to speak in Indonesian language. Can you?
Sure, please.
I don't know the language. If you can tell me,
Okay, I'll
say
teach you. Say, saya cinta Indonesia.
Saya Cinta Indonesia.
It means I love Indonesia.
Okay, Saya Cinta Indonesia. I love you, Indonesia.
Yes. And then say, saya mau ketemu Anda.
Saya mau katumunda
Ketemu Anda.
katemu Anda.
Means I want to see you. When are you coming to Indonesia, Bhavna? Why didn't you have your Bollywood series here? Your show, sorry. Make it one in Bali. We'll all take care of you here.
Oh, sweet. That's really nice of you. I hope, I mean, Netflix, Dharmatics, if you're listening, here's an open offer. We're going to season, why not? Yeah.
Yeah, Bali's nice. June, July, the
I'm,
weather's nice.
I would love to come to Bali.
Yeah, please
I've
have
been
it
to
there.
Jakarta. I've been to Jakarta.
Sorry?
I've been to Jakarta.
Really? When?
Years ago. I think Ananya was maybe 2 or 3 years old is when we had come. Chunky had come there for a show. So I'd come with him.
Oh, wow.
A Bollywood show years ago.
Okay, I don't remember which one is this, but yeah, I don't know.
Ask when is season 2 releasing? As soon as I know, we will let everyone know. And Simran Punjabi has said, hi Bhavna, hi Simran, hi Sharik, Sharnima, love from Nepal, love you too. Who's this? Nandama, what does that mean? Kitna time karoge yaar? Kitna time karoge yaar? Someone's asking. I think they wanted to end.
Oh, don't.
Thank you. Hi, Mansi. Love you, Prerna. That's my sister from Sydney. Love you
Oh,
too, Prerna.
wow.
So sweet. She's on the live.
Okay,
Ananya Xlay says, love you, ma'am. I have a lot of Ananya's sweetest fans over here. How sweet of all come and join. Thank you. And is Chunky's short name? Yeah, that's his pet name. His actual name is Suyash. Chunky.
Oh, wow. So, where did Chunky come from?
So this lady who used to, so my mother-in-law was a doctor. She used to be very busy. There was this lady who used to look after both the boys, Chunky and his brother, and she named them Chunky and Chicky.
Oh, wow.
Yash and Chicky's name is Alok.
Oh.
Singh says, please say hi, ma'am. Hi. Hi, ma'am. Love your family. Thank you. Somebody from Italy saying hi. Greetings from South Africa. Love you, Bhavna. Love you too. Another Bhavana Pandey says, you big fan of you. Thank you. A lot of sweet people here. Thank you so much for joining.
And Bhavna, maybe one day can Ananya come for a live interview with us?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe she can talk about her movie and, because she has a lot of fans here as well.
100%. Yeah, we'll make a plan. I'll tell her to do that.
Yes, please. Maybe with her dad, on the side. That will be nice also.
Why dad separately to do it? Why together?
Oh, sure. Separately, sure. That will be nice.
Yeah.
That will be really nice. Anyway,
no, Shnoy, that's my stylist for the show, Shnoy. He styled
Hi,
Bollywood.
Shnoy.
Yeah. Hi, Ananya Fandom. Chitra Khosla, that's my mom. Love you, mom. See
Wow.
them.
I was just gonna ask you, how are your parents? I mean, they're okay?
They're fine, thank you. They're good.
Delhi.
Yeah,
Delhi
then
based still.
yeah, they're Delhi.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, just a last question. What message would you like
Okay.
to share to the
I
world?
Vikram Padnes. He's a very, very big designer from India. Vikram, his clothes are fabulous. And Bhavna sent you some pictures of today. Vikram, be nice, otherwise I'm going to say something stupid on the show. He's trying to be funny. Sorry, what was your last thing? Question? What do you say?
Yeah. No, okay, sorry, this just last question. What message would you like to share to the world regarding your positive experiences during the lockdown?
I would just say be nice, be kind. If you cannot be kind, don't say anything. Otherwise, just be kind. The world's already going through too much. Everyone has too many of their own stresses, too many things in life. So just be kind. That's all I would like to say.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. So I think you better answer your people are still messaging you.
Who's this? Margaret, I'm big. Love you, Bhavna. Ananya's everything. There are a lot of Ananya's fans over here. They're too sweet. Hi. Somebody, Chunky's fan has come. Sharik. Hi, Sharik. Bhavna loves crabs.
Is that true?
Somebody has said Bhavna loves crabs. No, I keep saying I'm allergic to seafood. Tommy Nicole, love you too. Thank you. Love your spirituality. Thank you. Saj Sandhya Naik. Hi, hi. I'm Nabila Khan. Thank you. Ananya's everything. Thank you. Hi, Bhavna ma'am. Hi. Okay, guys, love you guys. Thank you for being on the live and hope to see you guys really soon. And
And
thank you, Anuja. It was lovely talking to you.
Bhavna, thank you so much for obliging us with this interview, and highly appreciate it. And hope to have you more. And maybe when your season 2 is there, you're gonna come back again to us and tell us all about it.
Yeah, 100%. And before that, we come to Indonesia.
Yes, please have your one series here, please.
Done. Done. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay,
That's
take care.
Karan Johar.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, take care.
Take
Bye.
care.
Malika. No, you, how do I do this one? Yeah. Earlier, I'm not sure. I cannot see the end now.